Okay, topic 22 is on graphs of parabolas. So make sure you've printed out this page. This is one particularly important because you need to be able to graph things and be able to show it. So you can't really do this one on a separate sheet of paper. So make sure you have it. Okay, so I'm going to do these top three. You're going to have to do the bottom two on your own. So first step is you're going to be factoring the equation. So this one factors. I have two numbers that multiply to give me -3, but add to -2. So it's x minus 3 and x plus 1. That's my factored form. Then I want to go over and actually not do these things necessarily in the same order they're written. I want to find the x-intercepts. The x-intercept is when this will equal 0, so x equals 3 and x equals -1. So 3, 0, and -1, 0. Parabola will open upward because of the positive in front of the square. To find your vertex, it's halfway in between where the x-intercepts are. So if I add these together, 3 minus 1 is 2, divided by 2 gives me 1. Plug 1 into this equation and you get -4. There's your vertex. So right now I'm going to start graphing it at the same time. I have x-intercepts at 3, 0, -1, 0. So I got those 2 points. My vertex at 1, -4. The y-intercept, if I plug in 0, I get 0, -3. So it goes to that point. Line of symmetry is the same as the x-coordinate for the vertex, which is 1. So that means my parabola will look like this. Okay, for the next example, we have x squared minus 6x plus 9. So I'm going to factor it. It factors to x minus 3, x minus 3. Or I can rewrite this as x minus 3 squared. My x-intercept is only at 3, 0. Y-intercept, if I plug in 0, I get 9. Now, when you only have one x-intercept, that's the same as the vertex. This opens up. My line of symmetry is at 3. So now I'm going to graph this. It goes to this point, and then it goes to the point, the y-intercept at 9. But now we just kind of sketch our parabola. It just touches the x-axis, that one spot. Okay, the last one's a little more complicated. Y equals -x squared minus 8x minus 12. First thing you should do is factor out the negative. So it's x squared plus 8x plus 12. Now I'm going to factor this. So it's y is equal to negative. Two numbers that multiply to give you 12 but add to 6 are 6 and 2. It opens down because the square is negative. Find my vertex. I'm going to first find my x-intercepts. So -6 and -2 are my x-intercepts. -6, 0, -2, 0. Halfway between -6 and -2 is -4. When you plug -4 into that equation, you'll get a y value of 4. So I'm going to start marking out some of these points. -6, -2 are my x-intercepts. My vertex is at -4, 4. So my parabola is going to go and turn downward like this. The y-intercept, if I plug in 0, I get -12, so I won't be able to graph that. Axis symmetry is the same as x equals the x-coordinate of the vertex. Okay, so make sure you have these 3 copied, and then you do the bottom 2.